Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jet sweep to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now a handoff up the middle. Guy, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bears at 6 and 9 to start play. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Guy. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On play action, now Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Carr going to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down now, Guy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Off play action, Fields. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That
touchdown Bears! Isaiah McKenzie, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On second down, Jacobs trucks over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway. That helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On play action, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Guy. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dominique Robinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They keep it on the ground, and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up. The 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On second down. Got Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool, 46 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A big connection on that one. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target. But all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears are gonna get the football back, and they're gonna get it in great field position.
On 1st down, Fields. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll go option to the short side. He pitches it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Guy, and some, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Carr. Out to his left.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Guy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
182 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago,
they moved to 7-9 on the year with the win.
Yeah. Should I style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Stand pain is the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm told.